Hello and welcome to another video on learning sax. If you're new here, my name's Mark. This is my alto saxophone which I've very recently started learning how to play, and I'm documenting that sort of learning journey, if you like, on YouTube. This video I'm going to be showing you my 2 weeks progress. Fairly slow progress this week. I've struggled with a couple of things, mainly notes with the octave key, so the higher E's and F's. If you've watched my first video, my 1 week progress, I think I mentioned that I struggled with the higher D. That's improved somewhat. I'm now having to learn the higher E and F because I'm slightly further on through the book and I'm struggling with those. Sometimes I can get them but they're really quiet. Other times it sort of seems to flutter really quickly between the lower E or F and the higher E or F, so it's a bit of a bizarre sort of fluttery noise going on. I've joined a couple of Facebook groups and I did actually post the video of my 1 week progress in the group, and a couple of people said it looks like I've got too much mouthpiece in my mouth, so I've tried experimenting with that a little bit, but I've still got to find that sweet spot really. I'm hoping at some point, perhaps in a month or so, I'm actually going to be getting some proper tuition. Obviously it's going to be via Zoom because or webcam because of lockdown and coronavirus and what have you, but hopefully I'll be able to get a proper practice routine sorted, and I'll be able to have actually somebody who knows what they're doing actually assess my sort of playing and say try this, try that, and I can actually try it out with them and work through sort of trying different things, if you like, to rectify sort of any issues and prevent me from getting into too many bad habits. When I left you last time, I was, I believe, just at stage 7 in the book, if I remember rightly. I can't remember if it was stage 6 or stage 7, but I played the D major scale. I actually mucked up because I forgot that the F's and the C's are sharps. So I'm going to play that again so you can compare if you did watch my first video. And then I'll play a couple of bits further on through the book. And I'll attempt something with high E's and high F's, and we'll see we'll see how they sound. I apologise now because it may not sound very good at all, but I'll play the D major scale. I can do that all in one breath now. I've been practicing that, so let's see what that's like. I could actually feel a bit of air escaping out the corner of my mouth there, so obviously my embouchure's not quite tight enough around the mouthpiece, I think. And I think my C sharp sound a little bit funny, but feel free to comment, let me know what you think of that. That was all in one breath, so better than it was before. But yeah, some air was escaping, and I think my C sharp was a bit weird, so there we go. So moving on through the book, we've got a couple of pieces like Yankee Doodle, and then it goes to stage 8 where you learn the higher E and F, or the E and F with the octave key, the D major arpeggio. I'll tell you what, let's have a little go at the arpeggio, shall we, as we're on this page. And there's a couple of pieces on from this which include high E's and high F's, so I'll give that a go. This one is called Lieutenant Kije. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm afraid. K-I-J-E with an accent. Kije. Lieutenant Kije. We'll call it that. Could be completely wrong, but there we go. So I'm going to attempt this. Got a high E, a couple of high E's, high D, and a high F in it as well. So we'll see what happens. I think the high notes sound a bit strange, but there we go. I don't know what to say about it really. That's how it is. I got some noise out of it on the high notes anyway, so that's something. I'm gonna do another one called Mo Better Blues. These are all really short pieces, obviously they're just like a couple of lines each, and at the moment, as we're still sort of early on in the book. But yeah, I'm going to try Mo Better Blues. So stage 9 of the book, I have looked at this and we're learning B flat. There's 2 ways to play B flat, which obviously I had no idea about. There's an F major scale, which obviously has a B flat in it, so we'll give that a go and see what that's like. I don't know if you heard there on the higher notes, it almost sort of started fluttering again. I don't know if the camera picked up, but I certainly heard it. There's F major arpeggio as well, so we'll try that. Yeah, and then there's a couple of pieces here which I haven't attempted yet. That's basically as far as I've got this week, so not as much progress as before, but I don't know. The high D I get easier than I did last week, so that's good. The E's, the higher E's and F's, which I've been struggling with all week, I seem today, as I've been making the video, to get them slightly easier, so I don't really know what's going on there. But yeah, it will be, next week's video will be interesting because I am getting an early birthday present, and that is a Yamaha 4C mouthpiece. So I'm going to put that on this week when I get that, and it'll be interesting to see if there's any difference. It's apparently, from what I've read, very good mouthpiece for beginners, so we'll see what happens when I get that. But there we go, there's week 2's progress, so I hope you enjoyed watching that or found it interesting. But I really appreciate you taking the time to watch the video, so thank you very much. If you want to subscribe, please do so. I'll be doing weekly progress videos, and eventually when I can play a song I'll be doing some sort of songs and stuff like that as well, hopefully. But yeah, I just appreciate all the support and comments and interaction, so thank you very much, and until the next video, take care, I'll see you soon. Cheers.